What's up? It's the Brunch Breakdown. DD out here in Los Angeles, Chris and Dan are in Pittsburgh. Today on the show, we're going back to 2016, baby. It's what we're doing because everybody else on the internet's doing it. So, why not get some of those search results coming our way? You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to be talking our favorites from 2016. We've got This Week in Football with Chris, which I don't know where it's going to go because there's a lot of things going on in football right now. So I'm excited to see where that happens to go. And we got music, we got possibly snacks to talk about, and we got more. It's the Brunch Breakdown. Let's get into it, Dan.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Welcome one and all to the Brunch Breakdown. And we have a new episode that comes out each and every week. It debut on Wednesdays. If you follow or subscribe wherever you prefer to listen, wherever you're listening right now, the episode's going to come right to you first thing Wednesday morning, ready for your listening pleasure. Okay? Everywhere podcasts are available. The video pods, though, want to check us out, our beautiful faces. YouTube, Facebook, and right in the Spotify app. Also available on Wednesdays around noon Eastern, 9 a.m. to Pacific, but you can watch anytime you'd like to after that. Shout out to Spotify. Just a lot of good things happened to us on Spotify last year. And thank you for engaging with us on Spotify, on iTunes. Feel free to leave your commentary right there. You can leave it right in the episode, right where we're talking, which is great. It kind of timestamps that moment for us. But social media, we're there too, of course, everywhere at Brunch Breakdown. Give us a follow. It's where you can find the little clips we put out each and every week to help remind you how great this podcast is and how funny we are. So check us out at Brunch Breakdown everywhere on social media. And then, of course, Sounds of Brunch, available exclusively on Spotify. Gets updated each and every Friday. If you head to that bad boy on Friday and be like, what the hell, what's going on here? At DD is bored, at Chris_Gates. Please, after that, go to those two and say, what the hell? Which one of you is holding up the Sounds of Brunch?
Oh, shit.
Damn, there you go, right there.
This week, it is at Chris_Gates.
Yeah, Chris found guilty for this week.
Damn it.
It's not always him. So that's why I said go both. Either way, it is one of them. So
it's usually me, honestly.
It is usually you.
Because, like, Chris usually sends it during the show.
Great habit.
And then I will send mine sometime on Friday because I'll see it and I'll be doing something. And then at I'll be laying in my bed at 10 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit.
Right.
Sounds
at 1:30 in the morning, Saturday morning. I'm like, well, there it is. Awesome. 12 hours later than I needed it. But regardless, just be patient with the Sounds of Brunch. It's going to be there for you. And we're going to update it whenever I get all the songs. Okay. Exclusively on Spotify. Check it out.
Oh, well, let's get it off our chest. Chris, go for it.
Happy to. So I think it was 2 years ago, 2024, I think was the year that I was just unable to stop watching those TikToks and Instagram reels of abandoned buildings. You guys remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Great. Dude, that was a great era for Chris. That was peak right there. Yeah.
I have a new wormhole for 2026.
Okay.
And welcome anybody who wants to jump into this with me. I mean, this one showcases the phase of deep dad life that I am in, but it also is related to an era of my childhood where I really wanted one of these. I cannot stop watching videos of people who buy conversion vans from like the 90s and early 2000s. Conversion vans. You guys remember what these are, right? Conversion vans are like the living room in the back of a van.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stop watching these. I want one of these so bad, guys. I want one of these so bad. To the point where I'm like, I always thought like my Wranglers are a really cool vehicle to tailgate in. And then, like, we've toyed around with the idea of, a minivan at some point. We also, we got the third row SUV now, and there's other versions of that can, you can get all the bells and whistles up to as much money as you want to spend. Like, you could spend $100,000 on a Wagoneer if you wanted to, right?
I mean, that's how much they cost, but yeah.
They're still making these conversion vans, boys. Not many car companies are making them, but they're still making them. They're not telling you about them, but you can get like brand new conversion vans with legitimate flat screens in the back now. It's not like the square TV that they had back in the day. Legitimate flat screens for like $80,000, $90,000. I can't stop watching these videos. There's these guys who like will get a tip that some lady has like a conversion van in her backyard and it's just like under a tarp and the guys go to the house and turns out like the lady, this one I was watching, her husband bought it and then he got sick. They only drove it once. It had like 320 miles on it and she didn't want it anymore. And this guy bought it for like a couple grand and it's like it's like 1994 in a time capsule. I can't stop watching these videos. And now that's the next vehicle I think I'm going to buy. I think I'm going to buy a conversion van. I always wanted one as a kid because like I thought they were so cool on the inside. Got the ladder on the outside, got the tire on the back, right? The back seat in the back flattens out, could be a bed. The captain's chairs are like literal lazy boys. And then you got a TV either up above or you got a TV down below. There's shades on the windows. There's lights that go around the top, man. They've got like coolers in all the right spaces. I think I need one of these cars, one of these vehicles, one of these motor carriages. And I can't stop watching the videos. If you're wondering, hey, it's Tuesday, it's 6 p.m. What's Chris doing? He's either taking care of his kids or watching videos about conversion vans. Okay, that's all Chris is doing. Football season's over. This is all I'm watching now, and I can't get enough of it. So just wanted to give you guys a little life update. That's what I wanted to get off my chest today. And if you're out there, either you two or our faithful listeners, and you find out somebody's got one of these and they're looking to sell, Dan just told you where to reach me on social media. All right,
That's
just
right.
hit me.
Wow. I didn't expect that, but I love it because there was a point where I was going down that wormhole myself because it was like a trendy thing to do was for people to make them at one point and to make over them and stuff like that. So I see how this could be fascinating.
You
And a
talking
lot
about
of
it?
people have them who live in like Joshua Tree and stuff like that. But yeah,
Mm.
Are they?
yeah.
Are you specifically talking about Exhibit, Didi? Because I'm pretty sure some of these ended up on his TV show back in the day.
That's what I was going to bring up is do we need Pimp My Ride to come back? And it's just conversion vans.
Well,
You
there
know,
are.
he
I
was
know
he was
there's
at the
like a
forefront.
trailer show. There's a there's a show that did school buses. There's a show that
Ooh.
did like they did like trailers and stuff. But yeah, yeah, I bet there is one somewhere. If not, it's just all over TikTok. But yeah.
I'm pretty sure the gas mileage on these is pretty brutal. But
Mm.
I will say, man, the amount of you guys know, our listeners know, the amount of 10-hour drives back and forth we do to Wisconsin every year. Wouldn't that be nicer if you're making the drive quite literally in a living room?
It just sounds like you want a man cave, Chris. Like it sounds like you just want that's what when you were talking about that, like I started laughing because it just sounded like you just wanted like your a space to yourself.
Well, I
What if
mean,
you yeah, what if you just park one of these bad boys in a driveway and that becomes your man cave and it's there. You don't have to worry about gas mileage, nothing like that. Just a
Hmm.
little battery power and you just
Don't
where's dad? He's out in the van.
yeah. You don't need any like yeah, think about that. Like think about the money you're saving. You don't need a building permit. You know what I mean? You don't need to
Yeah.
add on to your house for that or nothing. It's like
True.
it's just right
True.
there.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
you can park that off to the side.
to that point, I've also thought that this vehicle for what we do for tailgating couldn't be more perfect.
Yeah.
Because as it stands right now, I am bringing a TV and a generator and all the cords to get everything to hook up and all that. Just what if we just parked a living room
There you go.
in the tailgate lot?
Right.
Well, I'm gonna help
I
you
mean-
find one now
See,
I mean,
because I'll benefit from that bad.
I was
that
talking to
bad
Katie,
one.
but
Yeah.
I was talking to Katie about this, and
Yeah.
she was like, run it by Dan and Didi and see what they think. I was like, I think they're gonna support me.
Oh man.
And
I
you
mean,
guys
for
did.
sure. For sure. For sure.
my only thing is like I know your house and I'm just like where do you put it? But then I thought, hey, you know who's got an open driveway? Steve.
Steve, if I put it in Steve's driveway, he'll probably like cut down a tree and build a shed to go over top of it. Like,
Oh, 100%.
That's a
Yeah,
great idea.
yeah. It's got nothing but time. Park it over there. You're
There you
good.
go. Yeah.
Like, you're good.
Pick it
So
up
I'm
on
happy
Friday
we,
night before the games on Saturday. Tailgate. Park it right back there.
dude,
I,
I'm
I
so happy
knew
we talked this out.
I knew we'd come up with a plan. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy to.
Dan, get it off your chest.
Yes. Happy to. And speaking of happy, boys, I want to
Shouts to
just
Pharrell.
reintroduce. There you go. Shouts to Pharrell. I want to reintroduce something that we took great pride in years ago, right? We're talking 2016 today.
Hey, okay.
I want to throw it back 3 years before that, 2013. What a great time to be alive. And the one thing,
Was that the last year we were all living in the same city?
Yeah.
probably,
Yeah.
yes.
Because
Okay.
I didn't move here till Labor Day weekend, 2014. So yeah,
Okay.
2014.
Back in 2013, we were doing something together that people I don't really see doing anymore. And I don't understand why not. And it's time to just revive it and reintroduce people to the idea of happy hour. And
Hmm.
we had formed at one point the
Oh,
Pittsburgh Happy Hour League, the
Wow.
PHHL.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah, I know. I
Wow.
know. And hey, you want to tell you what? Our Twitter account is still there. At it's I can't believe it. At Pitt Happy Hour, PITT Happy Hour, the PHHL. The logo still looks beautiful. Um, and
for,
we would
for
just
for everything that we've done in our life, Dan has made a logo.
that's true. Like it's a beautiful logo. Oh wait, I did that. Um, it's actually okay. I could do better nowadays. But back in 2013, where we would find a weekly, maybe monthly meetup spot, and we would just open invitation to happy hour. We had a group of friends that was just like the founders of the PHHL, and then it was just an open invitation for anybody to join us for happy hour specials. We got some businesses to become fan of ours and welcome us in and invite us in, and just like I don't think people are going to happy hour anymore, and I don't understand why. That's literally when everything is on sale. Okay, it's a sale. Just call it a sale, and
Basically.
people will be there. It's basically a sale at a bar. Um, and for the people that are doing dry January and stuff like that, that's fine. That's your prerogative. That's your choice. Like there are literally businesses suffering because of what you do in January. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I can find you plenty of articles where businesses are suffering. So get to a happy hour with your friends, with your coworkers, whenever it is that 4 to 6, 4:30 to 6:30 window. You don't go for long. You get a couple of drinks and whatever, and then the night is yours from there. Whether it's a weeknight, even the fact that like happy hours have bled. Happy hours used to be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? We don't need sales on Friday. We don't need people coming in here. We don't need motivation for people to come into our establishment on Friday at 5 o'clock. Well, now they do. Happy hours are a thing on Fridays now. Or it's great. A late night happy hour, like a 9 p.m. A couple places do that too. A late night happy hour, but just like I think with Gen Z, they particularly, right, there's this trend that they don't stay out late. They don't stay up late. They don't stay out late, right? Their nights are like done by midnight. They're not like us, where that's when our night was just getting started. Okay, that's how it used to be. 2016, 2013. Nights just getting started around 10 o'clock.
I
The
think
younger generation,
the rule wasn't the rule that we had at one point was like meet at Jimmy D's at 12:30.
there you go.
I think
Yes,
12:30 was the rule.
right, exactly. But the younger gens now they're like the night's over by then. So if you want to follow that, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but like happy hour. Yeah, you should love happy hour. You can go home, right? You can go home and call it a day. You did your social thing, you had a bevy, and then that's it. That's fine. Do that. Go to dinner afterwards, stay there for dinner afterwards. Go home, go to work the next day, whatever it is. So I just want to reintroduce the idea of a happy hour, and I think we need to. It just needs to become popular again. It's such a great idea. It's a sale.
I've never heard
It's a
anybody
sale.
say it
You're
like that,
selling.
but it's so
It's a
funny.
sale. It is.
It is a sale. That is happy hour. It is a sale at
Maybe
the
that's how it
bar.
should be rebranded. Sale every day, 4 to 6 p.m.
Well, who runs the best sales? Like who has sales that everybody has heard of or knows about? Like because then
Well,
these places need to look at that marketing and like
Yeah.
lean into it. Like Toyotathon. Everybody knows what's going on, right? So
Black Friday
Beerathon or
still
something. I don't know.
works. Black Friday still works, even though like we don't go to the store and fight each other anymore. But it
Yeah.
still works. So do you just start calling happy hour Black Friday?
Oh, every Friday's Black Friday.
Yeah, it's just Black
Oh,
Friday. It's
Black
where
and
you
then
get your
it could be good.
deals. It's like Black Friday synonymous with deals. So like, is that what bars have to do now?
Black Friday from 4 to 6. Blackout Friday from 9 to 12.
There you go.
See, uh, listen,
See?
I think we just changed that. I think we just changed bars.
Dude, RIP to the Bar Louie in Station Square.
Mm.
Oh my
Because
gosh. Dude, that space is still empty. It's
No,
still empty.
well, no wonder they had to leave. They were giving burgers away for like 75 cents. Like I don't know. I don't know how
That
they were
was
making
one of the
money.
greatest happy hours of all time at Bar Louie.
It wasn't just the
Yeah.
drinks, it was everything. Like everything was like
Everything, dude.
like at cost. You were getting like the employee discount for everything. I don't know how they stayed afloat. There is still one in Robinson, but yeah, I don't know
There's
how
one
they
out here somewhere because when I saw it, like I had the same moment that I did when Dan mentioned the PHHL. I was like, oh man, what a time in that place, dude. What a time. And Siobhan's like, what is wrong with you? Bar Louie. What a time. But
Just
yeah.
a couple of tweets from the PHHL account in case you were wondering. This on September 21st, 2013. Currently enjoying $2.50 Yingling drafts at Lebo Saloon. Lots of TVs on the college football action equals good times.
Wow.
I mean,
take me back.
those were the days. Beer makes everyone a better cornhole player. Just unbelievable. Here's a tweet from the Tiki Lounge. We've got half off drafts till 8 p.m. and free mac and cheese and punk rock jukebox starting at 10 p.m. at Pit Happy Hour.
Dude,
Are you serious? This is incredible.
did they like ask us what your favorite environment would be and then they just created it?
They
You're
must
saying-
have free mac and cheese. I don't even remember. We didn't take advantage of that one.
Like, I need someone who, like, free mac and cheese. I don't remember this.
Unbelievable.
Like if you're going to Tiki Lounge and they're not giving out mac and cheese, what are they doing?
Is the Tiki Lounge still there? Anybody know?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like the only
back.
bar in Southside that's still it's still there from
Cause
our
you-
childhood at this point.
Yeah, because I have no idea. I mean, it's been forever since I've been down there, so I'm like, is it still there?
I
But,
saw some
It is. I
social
just drove by the
media
other day.
posts about like Southside on a Saturday, and it was just like an empty street. And I was just like, damn, what happened? What happened to my playground?
I know. What a time. What a time.
Yeah,
Happy
I went
hour,
to
ladies and
happy
gentlemen.
hour, dude. I went to happy hour on Friday. Every month, the parents of the first grade get together. The kids run around. It was like, and usually it doesn't happen now because like it's kind of like colder out, and like the bar like knows we're coming, and like has this like back patio that's like outside. But it's been like 85 degrees in the valley for the last like week, so went and it was yeah, and happy hour still great. Like
That's a
just
great
still
idea. So you
Just happy hour, great.
you did you do the happy hour at a bar, and the bar just makes it kid friendly.
Well, the back patio is kid friendly. It's just they have like it's an obvious distinction between the bar
Yeah.
and then the back patio. And they have games out there and there's TVs out there and all this other stuff, but it's like, you tell them they're coming, we're all like we're all coming. So it's like, I feel bad for anybody who showed up between the time of like 4 and 7 and just were trying to go to the Thirsty Merchant just for themselves, because they probably would have walked in and turned right back around, because it does look like a zoo on the other side. Like even we were like, Jesus Christ, guys, like why are you throwing Tetris pieces? Like what are we doing? But whatever. I know all these people, so we're all just, everybody's, doing the thing. But
There you go.
happy hour, still great though.
All right,
Happy hour.
good.
Just, that
Thank
was
you
the
for
point of
promoting
saying
it.
that.
Yeah,
Just
promote
saying,
the brand.
happy hour, just great. So I want to get this off my chest. Go to the movies, guys. I almost made the movies my person of the year for the brunchies. I
Wow.
almost did, but I didn't do that because I was like, I want to give it a person because, but like, even though the movies I would have brunch with, I'm starting to like think about it again. I should have done it. I should have done it because here's the thing. We during COVID, we got very comfortable and it was cool. Movies got to our houses like right away. Either didn't go to the movie theaters, just got to our houses, or like they've been shortening the window of like it's like all of a sudden the movie's out in theaters, then like a week later it's on our TV on one of the streaming services that we have. Cool. But then I've started to realize that watching a movie at your house sucks in 2026 because you're distracted by a million different things and you don't get to immerse yourself into that world of that movie, right? And I've been lucky enough over the past like couple weeks to like see like some really good movies that like I don't think would have been as good to me if I didn't get to like immerse myself in this world. Like went to see The Housemaid, which is this fun like psycho thriller, and I was just in that world. No, my phone's not out, nothing's out. And I was like, this movie's incredible. Same thing with Marty Supreme. You're just like, I felt like my heart rate was going up because there's so much running around and chasing and it's whatever. And I just felt like, wow, like these aren't action movies. Like these aren't movies that like are supposed to do that, I guess. But like they did that, and it's because I went to the movie theater. And I'm just saying, like, we have to like go back to movie theaters. I don't want movie theaters to end up looking like circuit cities, okay? Like we all need to go back to the movies to immerse ourselves in these worlds and just like I don't know, not be distracted by our because we could just look down our phones. And I was like, and the reason I'm saying this because Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are on a press tour. They're fucking everywhere for this movie that they have coming out on Netflix, like I think next week or something. And they were talking about how like Netflix is told them that to like produce movies differently because they produce movies now to account for people on their phones. So if you notice, if you're watching a movie or a TV show, the something happens in the show and like they'll play a song that literally tells you what's happening in the show. So there's like no nuance. It's literally like guy meets girl, and it's like guys meeting the girl, and like you're like whoa, and it's like to tell people more what the plot is. So it's like they have all these moments, and it's like at the usually in movies like they tell you what's going on at the beginning, and they don't really say it again. But I guess Netflix is now making movies so people know what's going on throughout the movie. So like they mention the plot in the movie in subtle ways, like 4 or 5 different times, so people can see it. And I'm like, that's terrible. They're making movies stupider because we are so distracted at home. We got to start going back to the movies, guys. We got to start going back to the movies, guys. We just got to.
That's kind of pathetic.
Get it off my chest. It is very pathetic.
It is.
But like them saying that, I was like, oh my God. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like we gotta go out and go to the movies. We gotta immerse ourselves in these things. Like we just gotta do it. Like we have to.
You and Nicole Kidman teaming up. I just didn't see that in 2026 either. Just here promoting AMC.
Listen.
You want to know what? I was thinking about like Chris ain't getting his ass to the movie theater. Here's what you got to do. You gotta
excuse me, Gabby's Dollhouse movie came out.
Yeah, excuse you. Yeah, excuse you indeed. Yeah, exactly.
Paw Patrol movie.
What's the place, Didi, that you watch these sporting events in?
Oh, Cosm. Yeah.
Cosm.
Yeah.
Okay, like there's a handful of those, right? Nothing is going to beat that. Why aren't we playing the like college football national championship game in a movie theater?
Dude, I have
Why
no
aren't like
idea.
big like the NFL games should all be in movie theaters? Like during, you know what I mean? The playoff games, like the big, not every game, right? But like big major sporting events should be done in a movie theater to get some people in there. You know what I mean? It's just, that's easy. I feel like that's an easy thing to do. And then yes, maybe people will be like, you know what? This was cool. I remember what it's like to be in here. I'll watch a movie in here next time. But I'm with you. Movie experiences are different in the theater.
I'm with you, dude. There has to be more. There has to be more experiences like that.
Like there's like movie theaters you can get alcohol at now. So like what's the
yeah, I mean I feel like you can at all of them now.
Yeah.
Like,
so
like,
do it. Show big games in a movie theater and like a little cheering, a little popcorn, a little hot dog, a little
little,
$2.50 Yangling draft.
little fighting.
Ooh, a
Other
little.
people.
I mean, my gosh, every MMA, UFC pay per view, some of them do, I think, but like that should be in a movie theater.
Oh no, I
Like,
meant the people in the
oh, you mean
crowd.
fighting
Oh,
in the? Oh, people fighting that are
yeah,
watching it.
that's
Oh,
where. Yeah, that's probably why. That's
you
probably why
take a
they don't
gamble.
do
You
it.
take a gamble.
Everybody sign a
Yeah,
waiver.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. Yeah, you sign a
dude. You
waiver.
tell me WrestleMania is in a movie theater, I'm there. I'm there. Put
It
it on the
makes
big screen.
sense. Like I used to, because Floyd Mayweather, his fights were all like I feel like the last like 6, 8 fights of Floyd Mayweather's career were all in movie theaters, and it was
Yes.
just awesome to do that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So no, I hear you. Just get to the movies, guys.
Solving the
Get to the
world's problems
movies.
out here. Yeah.
Like home, too many distractions. All right, let's get into drinks here. Christopher, what are you sipping on?
I had this last night.
Oh,
Flavor.
what's that?
Flavor. Hey, that's like
Flavor.
that looks like a beer I would have. missing
Flavor.
the vowels.
It's got a lot of flavor. Um, it is a mango dragon fruit sour. It is non-alcoholic, but
Oh.
dude, there's an
Wow.
alcoholic version of this as
Oh, okay, I
well.
was hoping.
I've had both of them. I had this beer, the one with alcohol, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago at one of Katie's cousins' weddings, and I didn't write down or take a picture of what it was. I just knew it was an Untitled Art beer. And I spent like 2 years trying to find this. It was that good. It was that good. And like a lot of these are limited edition releases. They don't put them out all the time. So Katie's brother Dan bought a bunch of these for us, and this is one of if not the most tasty beers I've ever had. And
Woo!
I'm not a sour fan either, but like
Yeah.
I could drink this all day. It's unbelievable. Shout out.
Wow. That sounds like wow. That sounds like a love. That sounds like a love story that I have. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I met a girl at a house party in Pittsburgh and like literally spent the next year trying to find this person,
Mm.
and then finally did.
Those were the
Um,
days.
and the rest is history. But yeah, so wow.
Wow. Flavor.
Yeah, I'll see you.
That sounds
Flavor.
great. That sounds great.
I just want to shout out, like I just mentioned, the Thirsty Merchant went there for that happy hour. I actually said what I was going to say already because I didn't know that Dan was going to talk about happy hours. But I had a just delicious spicy strawberry margarita on Friday night, and it was great. So yeah, just shout out to the Thirsty Merchant, a bar that I went to one time and thought they had a magical jukebox until I woke up Monday morning and saw that that magical jukebox was just my credit card, and I forgot that I swiped it. So. You wake up. Yes, that was 2015, not 16. But shouts to my friend Chrissy because we both were like, "The jukebox is magical. It's playing everything." Then had a $50 sound tunes charge on my credit card
There
on
you go.
Monday morning. So
Love that.
yeah.
Love
Shouts
that.
to Thirsty Merchant, spicy margaritas. Still
Love
hitting.
it. Love it. Boys, when I'm bringing to the table delicious beer that I had last night, and the name is just you can't like help but like when I ordered it, I had to like try not to laugh. Was at Chimera Brewing for a little din din last night. Had an excellent fish and chips. Garlic fries, life changing. Life changing.
Garlic
Garlic
parm
fry.
or just garlic?
Just garlic.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like garlic salt with and pepper. I was like, I don't know. These sound like they're going to be amazing. And they were. Anyways, the beer that I had, McNutter's Afternoon Delight. And there they go. So I need the video pod, people. You got to see that priceless reaction.
Can I have a McNuddles?
Can I have a McNutter's Afternoon Delight, please?
How many ounces of the McNutters do you want, Dan?
All of them. All the McNut. All the McNut. Extra McNut, please. And what it is a mix of their Vienna lager and their Doppelbock, and then they just load it with a bunch of peanut butter. They load it with a bunch of peanut butter. And now peanut butter in a beer, you're thinking like stout, porter, heavier, darker beers. This is not. This is a lager. It's golden. It's like amber color, and it is like liquid peanut butter. It's just very nice. It's not overly sweet. It's not heavy. Like you can, like again, like you would with peanut butter, you thinking stout. You don't get any McNutters stuck anywhere. You know what I mean? It goes down smooth. It's liquid gold. Shout out to Kamira. Amazing, amazing, amazing beer. Wish it was joking. Again, try to order it with a serious face.
I get 2 nut butts, please. Because all I heard you
Round of
say,
McNutters, round of McNutters on me.
because you just said nut and butt the whole time you were talking. You just said
Nut butters.
nut.
No, and then at one point you were talking about goblin, and then there were some hand gestures. There's a lot going on there, Dan.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said
yeah.
Vienna, which is sausage.
Oh, yeah,
There's
great.
a lot going on there.
Great pull. Great pull. Great pull. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers. I do need a
Cheers.
drink after that segment.
Oh my god. Oh boys. Well,
Oh.
everyone for some reason on the internet is talking about 2016 and 2026. Like I know it's been 10 years, but we didn't do this for 2015 or 2014
Right.
or any of the other years. So I don't know why this is the year we're doing it, but hey, why not? So we're gonna jump into this 2016 thing. And I want to get it started, boys.
Okay.
Because this was like peak early brunch breakdown.
Didi,
Was
where were
2016.
I think that'd be cool to just say like, okay, where in life were each one of us before we dive into this? Like Didi, where were
Oh
you
my
were
gosh.
in California, right? But like
I was-
still kind of newly-ish.
Well, I had been there for over like a 2016. I'd been there for like a year and like 4 months.
Okay.
So been there for a year and 4 months. 2016 at the beginning, yeah, I was with Siobhan.
Not engaged yet.
No. And we moved in together a couple months into 2016.
Okay.
And yeah, where like I was Radio Disney Sports we were developing it. There was a lot of
Wow.
exciting things happening. Like we were developing Radio Disney Sports at the time. I was fighting into work. I was fighting with everyone at work every day, trying to get my thing happening. Yeah, it was actually a really fun time. I was still in my first apartment here. So still in Burbank. Yeah, it was a very exciting creative time. Going into the office every day, creating with my people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Dan, what era of life were you in 2016?
It was post grocery retirement. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
big. That was big.
Big. It was a big epic period in life. I was getting my own business off the ground and was enjoying a little bit of freedom for the first time in my seemingly entire life, where I wasn't so restrictive on what I could do, when I could do it. The commute to work was much nicer. And yeah, I had actually just moved back to the South Hills of Pittsburgh in 2016. I had just moved back of the house that I literally just moved out of 2 months ago. It was a wild time. It was a wild time. Yeah, it was a good time. Good period in life. I'll say that. Yes, just single and mingling. You know,
There you go.
we'll leave those details in the vault.
Yeah, you had to subscribe.
McNutter's
Patreon.
McNutter's Evening Delight. That's again our Patreon. Yeah.
Yeah, Patreon. Brunch Breakdown After Dark, sponsored by McNutters.
Chris, where were you?
So I got engaged to Katie in 2016.
Holy shite!
Yeah, and I think we moved in together in 2015. I think so. We were living together, got engaged in 2016, and then like that kicked off. 2016 kicked off an entire process of planning a wedding and house hunting, which Dan, you were very much involved in. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty transformative year as we sit here a decade later, with a house and 3 kids and all the things that have happened. So it was a big year. I feel like it was a big year for everybody.
Yeah, we.
First
Tried to-
Coachella was 2016.
That's what I was going to mention. 2016.
Yeah.
Throw it looking back. First Coachella,
Yeah.
Like, the life-changing event.
Yeah.
There was just three young lads
Yes.
at the time, and we had a great moment where we were watching Axl Rose sitting on a chair with a broken freaking foot, wailing, and we were like, maybe we should go check out Grimes, and we did, and it was great.
It was.
It was great.
What a time. Well, favorite. The Life of Pablo.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
came out February of 2016. So be ready for me to have a full retrospective during Get It Off My Chest, which might just take up the whole episode. Um, it come in about a month from now. But yeah, and the St. Pablo tour is the greatest tour ever. I went to see Kanye 3 times that week, and then he tragically passed away. And and R.I.P. Kanye. It was
Oh
what a
my
way to go out.
gosh.
What a way to go out. But yeah.
Yeah. That in all of these social media posts that have been coming out, people comparing the last decade. I saw that one where it was like, I don't know who Kanye was with. I think it was in MSG, and they were like
Oh yeah, yeah.
listening to the album like for maybe one of the first times or something, and like, oh, it that totally brought me back to when that album came out, how good that was, and then I was like, man, I think like that's when I felt most connected to Kanye, and then boy has it turned.
I always say
Boy.
2015, it was like New Year's Eve 2015. So like New Year's Eve going into, yeah, New Year's Eve 2015 to October 2016 was the greatest time to be a Kanye West fan. And the way that it turned, it's almost like he knew it. Like he was like, guys, I'm giving you everything that you could possibly want. And then I'm going to burn it to hell. And he just did it. He just did it.
Wow. Well, speaking of music, had me thinking as well. 2016, and maybe this is a reason we're doing this. Maybe there's a subliminal message under all of this, and somebody's behind this. And there's a reason we're looking back 10 years because maybe we're getting it for the first time in 10 years, even though it's been rumored for the past 3. 2016 was the last time we got an album from Rihanna, aka Rihanna.
Yeah.
10 years. And music was good back then, man. You just talked about the Life of Pablo. I mean, we haven't had a Riri in 10 years. And
No.
maybe this is it. Maybe this is why. Maybe this is why we're doing it. And we'll finally get the album. Probably not, but I'd like to think positively. But that made me think and look back in 2016, and she was still just handing us gold. Just handing us gold. And it's been so long. We miss you, Riri.
Didn't Beyonce? She come out with like a massive album that year too?
Lemonade.
Lemonade, man.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah,
That was
dude.
big. That was big.
Yeah, big.
Yep.
It's a great year for albums.
It really
Great year.
was. I have some music pick. My music picks this week are going to be exclusively from 2016.
Beautiful.
So I'll talk.
Is that
more.
different from any other
Dan,
episode?
That's like
That's
10
like-
years. That's like
That's
10
really
years.
advanced, actually.
Yeah, that's 10 years newer than most of the
yeah,
music I ever put
2006.
out. Yeah, come on now. So I'll talk more music in a little bit. I wanted to like 2016. I knew this well before we were even deciding we were going to talk about this. 2016, from a sports perspective, I have always talked about as like one of my favorite years in sports. Okay, because the Penguins won a Stanley Cup
True.
that year, the first of 2 in a row. Also, and this is going to be some fun trivia for you boys. That football season, your Pitt Panthers beat Penn State,
Oh my
who
God.
went on to the Rose Bowl, okay, and Clemson, who went on to win the national championship. And boys, can you tell me what Pitt's record was at the end of that season?
I have no idea.
8-4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with like 4 and 10.
8-5, baby. As same as it always was. we beat
Some things never change.
we beat like the 2 best teams in college football, and we finished 8-5 because we were 8-4 and then lost a bowl game.
There you
But looking back on my life as a football fan, that was one of the most memorable seasons ever because of those wins. They just brought back the Pitt-Penn State rivalry, and we beat Penn State. And then Dan, you went with me. We all went down to Death Valley to see a game at Clemson. And that was when Dan and I were still podcasting, and we recorded a video in the tailgate lot before the game and posted it. It's still on Twitter, where we were like, Dan was like asking me, he's like, Chris, what are the keys to the game, and what do you think is going to happen? And I was like, I don't think this is going to go very well. and then we went on to score like 45 points and beat them. It was unbelievable time.
It was one of the most very, very few games to be there live in an environment match up to that one, and to see that field goal kick at the end go through and just go bananas. And then it even started great. We had Bojangles for tailgate, and it was amazing. Shout out
Can't
to
go wrong.
Bojangles.
Can't go wrong.
Daniel.
2016. Some of that stuff you just said made me realize that was a long time ago.
It's a long time ago.
And life was different back then because in 2016, we did not have TikTok and we did not have Instagram stories, both introduced in 2016. And how that has literally been like everything that the internet is 10 years later, and nobody can live without either of them for some reason. Like, that was life-changing moments in technology that I wish we could take one away. I would just say it right there. I just wish we could take one of them away. But like, think about it. That was still after Vine. So Vine was long gone by then, right? And so it was just posts. Posts is Twitter was at its peak. Everybody was on Twitter. Instagram was something you'd go and you wouldn't be on multiple times a day because there just wasn't enough interesting shit there, right? It'd be like, it was the safe, fun app that you would go to and check in on, do some scrolling, and that'd be it.
Could you scroll and get to the end back then?
Yeah.
Yes.
You could scroll and get to the end.
The internet ended back then.
Exactly. Great point.
Yes.
Great point. And then just Facebook was already toxic at that point. And so then the introduction of the Instagram story followed by the Facebook story and TikTok really just we took off at that point, and there's no turning back. But I thought life was kind of better before both of those.
It was.
We don't have to broadcast every moment. I'm going to say this real quick. This is basically a chess segment I could do for the life of time. Most of you, your life isn't that interesting. Get off the internet. We don't need to post. You're posting too much. You're not that interesting. Yeah. Quick sidebar.
20 thing I remember about 2016. That was the last year that we had a president that didn't want to be also a reality TV star.
Oh goodness. Again,
so,
a lifetime ago.
We didn't it was a lot simpler if you think back, and you're like, wow, like it was cool, not just being inundated with bullshit all the time.
Politics didn't used to be what it used to be. It used to just be like something that was going on. It'd be
it used to be something that smart people paid attention. No, it used to be something that smart people paid attention to.
Yeah.
Now now it's been dumbed down so all these people think they can. What are we doing? Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, but that was the last time. Now it's like we're just, and that goes with social media too. It's like now everything is just thrown at our faces. 2016, that was not like that. It just was not.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why people are bringing it back. Because some young person found out that in 2016, it's like, no, we had no idea what Obama was doing on a daily basis.
No, we didn't. One of the ways that I realized we were so much more disconnected back then was I went back to look, because I was thinking about making one of these posts to compare 2016 to 2026, and I have barely any photos from back then because I don't think phones weren't nearly as good at taking photos as they are now. And I also I think because of that, then we weren't always thinking gotta whip my phone out, gotta whip my phone out, gotta whip my phone out. I have some from being in Deep Creek. I have some photos from being at different sporting events, but I don't have a lot of stuff. I have a video of Slaw doing a backflip into the lake. I have that. It's the only video I have from
that was content back then, baby.
Yeah, that's all I got. So we were definitely more disconnected.
No, what I realized with that is that I could get through it. I got through the year of 2016 fairly easy with my phone.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Now getting through please, like I'm gonna be scrolling for fucking ever, like through going through 2025 or 20. So, but yeah, like I could get through it, and the pictures that I saw were like important, like they told me something. Even my screenshots were like important, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, yeah. So I get what you're saying, because that's how I felt when I was going through. I was like, man, I wish we still just, took pictures of important shit.
Yeah.
None of us do anymore.
Jeez.
It does look like two curses were broken in 2016. The
Cubs.
Chicago Cubs and I believe the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? Isn't this when
There's no Cavs curse, but the
Well, it's
Cavs
the
just the Cavs
Cleveland
just
curse.
won. The Cavs just won.
Yeah.
There's the Cavs just somehow
They
won
just
because
did something that,
yeah,
normally
that
doesn't
was
happen.
never supposed to happen. That would have never happened if the greatest player of all time didn't grow up 20 miles from Cleveland. That's just what happened there. Like, it's just, good God. Dude, the Cavs, man. What a time. Oh, speaking of sport, this was the year of OJ also.
Oh, no
2016 was the year of
way.
OJ. So
Yeah,
it
because we did that on the pod. That was
Yeah,
the
dude, it was
kickoff of the Brunch Breakdown was 10 years ago, and we were in it.
Oh yeah.
We
OJ
were-
made in
You mean
America.
the document
The
the
docs,
shows.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
what did OJ
OJ
do?
Yeah, dude. OJ Made in America and the show, The People versus OJ. Yeah, on
Yeah.
FX.
Dude, so like
Yeah,
let's
dude.
let's toss this into that discussion. Like one of, if not maybe the last year of like true appointment TV. There was some appointment TV in 2020 during the pandemic with like
But
the
that doesn't
Jordan
count.
doc that came out and everything like that. But like,
Everything was appointment TV at that time.
yeah, we just
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
looking for anything. Since then, there's not many things I remember where it was like on this day at this time, the new thing of the thing that I watch comes out and I have to be there to watch it. Like that
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Another sports moment, Didi. Kobe's final game.
Oh my
Dropping
God.
61.
Yeah, dude. Kobe dropping 60. Why the fuck did I write that down? Even though
What
some
a-
of my important pictures from 2016 are me, you, and Slaw in front of the thank you Kobe sign.
Yeah, right.
Right.
And we've
Man.
barely found our way into a bar right outside what should still be known as the Staples Center, and just electric. And then I'll never forget trying to get into that Uber to get back to your apartment, and like you called your dad, you were crying,
It was the greatest night ever.
and
The
we
greatest
were
night
just
ever.
like, it was amazing. It was
The
amazing.
greatest night.
Kobe.
Oh man. What a time. 2016, man.
Yeah. Mannequin challenge. Remember that one?
Oh,
Black Beatles.
Of course. Of course.
That was 2016. Damn Daniel in the white vans.
That
was 2016? Yeah.
That was I love that. Man, that was back when just like content was fun to be fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Cash Me Outside.
Oh geez.
Bad Baby. Dr. Phil.
Yep.
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 That was all
Yep.
2016. That was all 2016 when life was
Dude.
good.
Damn Daniel was like, because I wear white Vans all the time now. Like that's what I wear basically. I wear them all the time. And every time someone says, "Oh man, dude, you remember back in the day?" and I was like, that was the worst 2 weeks of my life, and I didn't wear Vans then. Because I worked in a big. You guys knew the building I worked in. I worked in a big building. There were lots of people there, security guards, people I saw every day, all this stuff, and it was like 2 weeks straight. There were people who just knew my name. Like
Yeah.
there were executives at Disney Channel that knew my name because of something else, but like never talked to me before. And they're like, "Damn, Daniel," as I'm walking in the elevator, and I'm like, Christ. It was literally like the longest 2 weeks of my life was just like from every corner of that building, people just screaming, "Damn, Daniel!" And I don't
Yeah.
even like I guarantee you somebody was like, "Yo, man, that kid's name's Daniel." I was like, dude, yell it, just yell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, what a time. But yeah, dude, that was cool because shit going viral was cool back then, because now what happens is someone goes viral and then everyone just copies it.
Yes.
And then it just floods your thing. It's the same thing. Like that wouldn't happen back then, because the people would have been like, "What are you doing? That's what those kids are doing." But now it's like, "Oh no, there's a trend. We're all going to do the same trend, and we're just going to do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again." So yeah,
Exactly.
dude. Yeah. So what a time. Shouts to
2016, man.
2016.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why we're looking back, but I'm glad
Me
we
either,
did.
but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful time. All right. Well then, boys, let's get into football. This week in football. Christopher, go. And all right, here we go. Dun dun. This week in football.
We have to come up with a better name for this segment.
I don't get what we're doing here. Okay,
We agree. Next topic.
this is stupid. Okay,
This is just dumb.
It is dumb. It doesn't
It's just
all right, boys, let's get into it for this week in football. There's several topics I think we could talk about, and I'm just going to throw all of them out there, and you guys take it and run with it, and we'll see what
Fire
we want to
away.
hit on.
all right. Let's do it. Fine.
Some interesting things that have happened since we last talked about this week in football. Two long-time coaches have left their teams. John Harbaugh left the Ravens. He is now with the New York Giants. All hail the New York Giants. And Mike Tomlin decided to step down as the Steelers head coach. Both those guys were in those roles for nearly 20 years. Okay. So that happened. Didi, you mentioned there's like a kid from Cincinnati who's getting paid just a ridiculous amount of money to go play at Texas Tech. And like, really, we're just seeing some contracts now. Contracts. Do they even sign contracts in college football? I don't know. There's
Yes.
kids in college football getting paid so much money that they don't want to go to the NFL. All right. So like that's pretty significant. One of these stories is the kid that he was Duke quarterback. Now he's Miami quarterback. There's all kinds of drama that's happening because he transferred late. There's just a lot of shit going on in football. And I'm curious what sticks out to you the most? What's on your mind the most?
Okay, I want to talk about this. Okay, shouts to Tomlin. I told him 3 years ago he should have retired. He didn't listen to me, but then he decided to quit on the Steelers, which led them to think, wait, we weren't just going to run this back, which I actually respect. So shouts to Tomlin for just walking in one day and just being like, you know what? I'm good. And then he was at his kids' gymnastics. Tournament in his Georgia sweatshirt and all that. That was fun to see. Like, shouts to Mike T. Go do TV and live your life. But this Cincinnati quarterback, I don't care what his name is because I don't know what his name is. All right. And you know why this bothers me? Shouts him getting $6 million. Whoever his agent is, shouts to you, because you would think if a kid from Cincinnati, okay, that played for Cincinnati was going to go sign with a team that was in the college football playoff, and really all they needed was somebody who could make a fucking play to beat Oregon because they couldn't make a play on offense to save their life.
Yeah.
You would think that you'd have seen this kid on House of Highlights. You'd think you had seen a highlight of this person who's supposed to be so good that he's going to take Texas Tech from fourth in the college football playoff rankings to winning the national championship. You would think you'd seen something of him. You haven't. This is going to go horrible. I can already see it. Like, shouts to him for getting his money. Like I'm all for every kid getting just squeezing as much from these donors who are just spending their billionaires' money and getting all this. Like, I'm good for that. But I'm just so lost on how there's this kid who's so great who played for Cincinnati and we didn't see I don't know one highlight or know his name. And he's going to go save Texas Tech. Like, I can't think of anything other than this is just going to go terrible for them and he will be benched by week 4. Like, I can't. Yeah.
Is it Sorsby? Is it Brandon Sorsby? Is that the kid's name?
Yeah.
That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? We're all sports fans. All of us, right? We all follow various accounts that show you highlights, that feed you highlights of people doing crazy shit. I ain't seen nothing from this guy. Nothing.
Yeah, that's the part. That is the part that's so strange, is that you think you would have heard something to be like, listen, Cincinnati's just not a good team, but this quarterback, this dude has it, and he's probably going to end up in a team that needs him. And it's like, you just didn't hear about him until he was like, I'm going to transfer to a big school, and all these schools fighting over him for all this ridiculous amount of money. And then, Chris, to your point, like a kid like Dante Moore, who is easily going to be the number 2 quarterback, potentially the number 2 pick in the NFL draft, decides he's going to stay in college and stay in Oregon another year. Oh, by the way, they have another quarterback that transferred into Oregon who thought he was going to be the starter next year, who now has to either redshirt or be the backup and you're like, why? Why would Dante Moore come back? Was he going to move up to number 1 in the draft? Not likely. Not likely in next year's quarterback class, but he's going to get paid. He's going to get paid more, right? He's going to get paid a lot more. So he's going to stay in college, try to run him back, win a national championship. If that's part of your decision, good on you. Probably a very small part. Probably a very, very small part. But it's a mess, man. It is an absolute mess. And I can't wait to watch Sorsby, whatever.
Yeah,
See if he's got it.
it's
See
gonna
if
go
he's going to
horrible.
earn $6 million for his talent that nobody knew about up until about 3 weeks ago.
It's gonna go horrible.
Yeah, I've seen Sorsby play a few times, and like he's fine. He's just fine. Like he's just fine. He's not Dante Moore. He's
Yeah.
not any of these other guys you've actually heard of. He's just
Yeah.
fine. Um, yeah, the Dante Moore thing is wild too. And so like the Duke quarterback thing that I mentioned, kind of like leads to the point I want to make, which is this kid Mensa, the quarterback at Duke. After they won the ACC championship, he verbally like told everybody like I'm staying at Duke, and apparently he was on an NIL deal that was a 2-year deal. He's getting like $4 million. And then at the 11th hour, like literally right before the transfer portal window closed, he announced that he was transferring, and then he signed a very lucrative deal with Miami. And so Duke got screwed in a number of ways. Like they lost their quarterback, but also since he waited to the last hour to transfer to Miami, Duke didn't spend any time in the transfer portal window trying to lure a quarterback there because they thought they had their starting quarterback that just won them the ACC championship. So now Duke is completely screwed over in this situation. Um, Man, there's just like do you think I'm starting to think personally that the way this gets fixed is that the NFL steps in because like no one else is seemingly going to step in. And like, the government's not going to do anything about it. The teams aren't going to do anything about it. The conferences aren't going to do anything about it. But I feel like the NFL might eventually step in and say, like, listen, you guys are where we get our best players. Our product relies on the draft and the development of young players and them getting to the league and us not looking like a complete shit show, right? And so if Dante Moore, who could be the next young star quarterback, is not coming to the NFL, then like we've got a problem, right? Like we've got a problem. There's data now that shows there's more players who are choosing to stay in college longer than they had previously because they're getting paid more to play in college. But these kids are transferring from one program to another. Their development is getting like screwed up because of it. The coaches and the GMs in the NFL say all the time that like quarterbacks coming into the league now are not as ready as they used to be. So like there's worse quarterback play because of that. It makes it harder to like build rosters and build franchises because the players are transferring every single year just to get all this money and then they're staying longer. Like I feel like at some point the thing that might save this situation is the NFL steps in is like for us to have some sense of order here, like you guys have to have some sense of order here too. Because otherwise I can't figure out how this is going to get fixed.
I don't think it's gonna get fixed. I don't think it's a bad thing because I don't think this quarterback for this is the example of like what happened with Kenny Pickett and who's the dude who plays for the Packers? What's his name? Malik Willis. Malik Willis.
Malik Willis.
I think this draft is gonna look like that one. I don't think these quarterbacks are that good, and I think Dante Moore got some information and was like, "Listen, you could go into the draft." Maybe work out well, do your thing, and be the number 1 or number 2 pick. Or you could have a bad couple days or a mediocre couple days and be in the second round. Or be like late first round or something, and but you could also make more money at Oregon. Or you can make more money at Oregon. Because I think that's really what it came down to. I think he may have got some information and was like, listen, if you slide in the draft, you could be losing money instead of playing at Oregon and making because there was a report I saw that he's going to make like somewhere close to $7 million at Oregon to come back, which is more money than he would have made if he slides in the draft. If he's not the number 1 pick, he's not making $7 million next year.
Or you go to a team like the Raiders and you don't have a choice but to suck.
But that's
It
what I'm
doesn't matter
saying.
how good it doesn't matter how good you are, right? You look at the teams at the top of the draft and where you could go and be like, listen, I'd rather be the 18th pick, the 20th pick next year, have made more money, be with this more stable franchise. And I think that's the one thing is like it's better for quarterbacks to get more starts. I keep hearing like this number is like 30. They want to see 30 starts right? The quarterbacks that come out too fast, it doesn't usually work out. Usually, right? There's the top of the top, the cream of the crop that do. But if there's not enough starts there, then you're going based off of a small window, and you're usually picked high, and then you usually are thrust into starting right away because you're going to a bad team, and you just don't have enough under your belt, and you don't even have time to sit on the bench and watch the starter develop that way. And so that's when you get all of these situations where these quarterbacks continually get turned over with these bad teams. So like maybe there's a good side to it, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see it unfold. That now all of a sudden people were scrambling to get out of college and get into the NFL as fast as possible, and now it's flipping it's on its head, and they're staying in college longer than ever before.
Yeah, I just think like the teams who need the young players and like need to build a foundation, if those top players don't slot in there, then they get like the next tier of players who aren't necessarily as good, but then you have to draft them
Sure.
as a top five pick and you have to pay them a certain amount of money because they were a top five pick. And like those numbers are associated with those draft picks. And so you're overpaying these players who aren't as good as they like. I would, as an NFL team, I'd be pissed about it.
Listen, I understand why you'd be pissed about it, but like from the college student's perspective, it's like I want these kids to like. I think about Diego Pavia, right? He's not going to be in the NFL. He made all the money he possibly could staying in. There's some players there are a lot of players like that, a lot of quarterbacks like that will be staying in college for as long as they can to just keep getting that bread. They're not going to the NFL. So like I feel like if you do something, if the NFL were to do something, it would affect those guys who are college quarterbacks and can make $6 million coming from fucking Cincinnati. I want them to be able to do that as long as they can. But I hear you. It's weird, but I think it's also cool. It's like, hey man, like why go be an adult when you can just still be a kid on campus and make
Oh,
millions
for
of dollars?
sure.
Like what? Like why? Like because we're acting like these kids are old because we call them old because it's like yo, like Indiana's got a wide receiver who caught passes from Trevor Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
And but it's also like he's 24 or
Dante Moore's
25.
20 years old. He's not
It's
even
like
21.
we're like I'm good. Oh, why be an adult? Like
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
don't have to and you can make millions of dollars.
By the way, did you see they changed the redshirt rule?
No.
Now you can play up to 9 games and still redshirt.
That's
Stop.
insane.
We are going to
Wow.
have 30-year-old starting quarterbacks in college
Okay.
football before you.
The NCAA really okay. So I've heard that people are like, no, the NCAA is doing all this and approving all these things because they just want to burn it down eventually. They just want it all to be burnt down.
Yeah,
and
because
build
nobody's
it
in
back
charge
up.
right now.
And
They're
that
like-
right there is the first time I'm like, oh, I think they actually are. 9
Miami-
games?
Crazy.
Miami already had a tight end like a year or two ago. We talked about it on the podcast.
Oh, yeah,
He was
yeah.
like 27 years old.
Yeah.
So could you play? All right. We both play for teams that we both root for teams that more than likely aren't going to win, aren't going to be in the college football playoff, right? And so you're telling me you could just have players play 9 games, and once you get to the point, you're like, yo, I mean, we're not that great. We're
I mean-
5-4. We're 5-3. Probably gonna be 5-4 next week. Everybody sit.
Well,
Is that like?
Y-
Can you
technically.
do that?
technically, yes. How many games did Mason Heischel play, Dan?
He
9.
came in week.
9. Yeah.
Pitt could probably file to say that season never existed, and he's a redshirt freshman next year.
Well, could they just sit? But the
Unbelievable.
thing is, could they like? Because you knew that he was good, right? Before they went on that stretch, could they have just sat him, right? Where it was like, because whenever it was like Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, Miami, right, and then how it went, they could have just sat him before that and just said, "All right, you're great, cool,
Yeah.
we'll see you for another 4 years."
Well, what I think teams will do is like in the first month of the season where most teams play like dog shit programs.
Right.
If they have young players that they think could contribute, they'll just sit them in the month of September, get more reps, get more practice time, and then they could play them all October and all November.
Wow,
Unreal.
dude, man, I'm just thinking about all the schools that literally play nobody in the first month of the season. Like Penn
Right.
State's one of them. They play nobody in the first month
Right.
of the season,
Right.
and
Sit those
you
guys.
just
They'll win
don't
regardless.
have
Yeah.
them there. Wow, dude, that's gonna be a whole thing. It's like,
And then you're gonna bring these guys on the field that nobody has any tape on, and you're just gonna,
Jeez.
yeah, it's gonna be wild.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to before we
oh yeah,
wrap up here, I want to say this quickly about John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin. Well, forget John Harbaugh. Mike Tomlin needed to go. He needed to go. I'm glad he stepped down. I think a lot of people still thought he was gonna. He had 1 year left on his deal, and then there was I think, a team option. So everybody keeps saying 2 years. I think he technically could have just done one more year and walked. I think a lot of people expected that based on what you hear from what the players reacted. They thought that was going to happen too. The writing has been on the wall for quite a while, and his quote, "The standard is the standard," he hasn't been living up to as the leader of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The fact that they haven't won a playoff game. And I know it's privilege talking privilege, but that's how it is here. I don't I don't know what else any other way to say it. It's just not good enough. It's going to be an interesting week in Buffalo. Let me tell you that. Same thing there. Going to be a real interesting week in Buffalo. So, they have a standard, the Steelers have a standard, but I will say this. I love Mike Tomlin. I've certainly had my fair share of frustrations with him. The culture that he built here and who he is as a person, like, I have mad respect for, and it's going to be so weird, guys. When Mike Tomlin was hired as the head coach of the Steelers, the iPhone wasn't invented yet.
yeah, dude.
It's been a long, long time. Half our lives, he's been the head coach of the Steelers, so it's hard to just be like, "Good, get the hell out of here." Did it need to happen? Yeah, and I'm excited for change, but like, salute, Mike T. You did good, kid. You did good.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Like,
I'm gonna miss everybody telling me how great 9-8 is. Every
it wasn't like he only went 9-8 one time or something, or only went like that.
He had an 8
like
8
one
and
time or
1, I
something.
think. There was an 8 8 and 1
But
maybe, or an
yeah,
8 7 and 1 in there. That's as
yeah.
close as it got. That's as close
Listen,
as it got.
I know
But like
Sean
that,
McDermott's is gonna be on the fire this week, and I'm just like, I don't know. I think they should learn something from the Pittsburgh Steelers and be like, maybe we just ride this out.
yeah,
I,
maybe we just
I'm
hope that
sorry,
one
man.
time.
Like, I just
maybe
like I
sign a
know.
wide
I
receiver, Buffalo.
I understand getting sick of someone after 20 years. I get it because, like, who
Yeah,
stays at jobs for 20 years? Like,
that's just
Jesus
natural.
Christ, like teachers and like people who work in factories stay at jobs for 20 years. Like, I understand getting sick of somebody and it was time for him to go, but it's like Sean McDermott's been there for 9 years or almost 10 years or something. Like, next year will be his 10th year. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, didn't seem like the Bills were quitting on him.
Right,
So,
right, right. Yeah,
so I just think people need to
that could really go
think
the other
more
way in
like
Buffalo very
the
quickly.
Ravens
Yeah,
or actually more like the Steelers than the Ravens because John Harbaugh would have got fired before, like, if he didn't put Lamar Jackson in at quarterback. People forget that. Like, he was going to get fired years ago
oh
and got
yeah,
saved by Lamar Jackson.
yep,
Like, Tomlin people just don't quit on that dude. Like, which is why
true,
everybody was crying for him to go. You know what I mean? But
true,
yeah, so.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a time to
What a
be a
time.
football fan.
We've got lots of football to talk about next week, boys.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
get into
Oh, yeah.
let's get into music, gentlemen. Daniel, what do you listen to?
Guys, he's back. He's back. He's making bangers, and this one is indeed banger. Song of the Year contender for
Oh,
2026.
oh,
Your early
oh,
brunchy nominee,
calm down.
Bruno Mars. I just might, and I just might give him the brunchy at the end of the year.
Oof.
Like he just put out this announcement for a stadium tour, and I'm like, why? I'm like, stadium?
Oh,
And then it's like, okay. Like, we know the dude has tons of hits. We also know the dude needs a lot of money. And so it makes sense. But if he's going to put out music like this again, let's go. I just might.
dude, good song. I'm excited to hear the rest of the album. Yeah, stadium tour. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of, guess who's back making bangers again? The new Michael McDonald, Charlie Puth, my guy.
Oh, my gosh.
Beat yourself up. Jam. Charlie Puth, baby.
Yeah, maybe he should do that.
Charlie Puth, beat yourself up.
Why
That
does
song
Dan hate
is,
Charlie Puth so
I
much?
have no idea. I feel like Dan would like Charlie Puth, but
No.
I
think
know.
No.
I think it's because like Dan likes yacht rock, and like Charlie Puth is the new yacht rock guy. He is the yacht rock for 2025, and I am here for it. Like, he's the new Michael McDonald, baby. And beat yourself up, dude. Let's go.
I
Let's go.
saw I saw Charlie Puth tap a spoon on a coffee cup on Fallon and turn it into a song, and I'm like, I could see Dan doing that in his kitchen. Like, why does Dan?
Is that the reason why he doesn't like him? Because everything I see Charlie Puth do, I think of Dan. Like the video for
Wow.
Beat Yourself Up. The video for Beat Yourself Up is the
Okay.
video that Dan would produce for himself.
Dan, you should do like a couple little like lines in your eyebrow here, just like Charlie Puth.
I just I think I just feel like I watch Charlie Puth and he does all these like music theory like TikToks and stuff where he's
Okay.
just breaking down music and I'm like, this feels like Dan to me. Maybe that's why you don't like
Have
him.
you
I
not
get it.
Maybe
seen
it
any of
is.
this stuff, Dan?
No, no.
Well, then what are you
okay.
doing? What do you hate him
Dude.
for?
All right,
Well,
we're
maybe
just gonna
that's
start-
why. All
we're
right,
just
I
gonna
guess-
start flooding the Brunch Breakdown group chat.
Oh,
with
Get
Charlie
ready.
Puth.
It's gonna be a week. It's gonna be a week on Instagram for Dan. Dan
Keep
hates,
it under 90 seconds. I swear, Charlie.
I'm gonna find an infinite scroll of Charlie Puth for you and just send
You
it.
just
Yeah.
want attention.
Dude, beat yourself stuff to jam. Christopher, what you got?
Drake put out Views in 2016,
Damn right.
which is like I think my last Drake album that I really really loved. And yeah,
Wow.
there's a lot on here per usual with Drake that I really loved. I think I'm gonna put One Dance on the playlist this week though. But that it was a really good year for Drake. We had a lot of really good. It was like 09, 12, 13, 16 with Drake. It was just like a really good stretch. And I feel like this was kind of the tail end of that really good stretch, at least for me personally with Drake.
No, it's the next album. The next album you liked. God's
Did I?
Plan is on Scorpion.
Okay.
God's Plan, I'm upset. Scorpion was huge. Yeah, you liked that last album. There's no I mean, I feel like everyone did, but yeah, after Scorpion, that's where it starts to tail off, but he's still as big as ever. It's
Yeah.
insane. All right. Arlo Parks, who I hadn't heard from in a while, put
Yeah.
out a new song called Two Sided. Freaking love this song. It's great. Listen to it. Very happy to see Arlo Parks in 2026. So, Two Sided. Check it out.
She put out, I think it was her. She put out another song like WWWWW.
Yeah.
That song is wild.
Yeah.
Wild. Anyways, I'm gonna throw it back to 2016 as well, when this group was, I think a lot of people thought they respected them and they were good. The Chainsmokers, Closer,
Oh man.
unbelievable
Yeah.
song, unbelievable song. I mean, those
Yeah.
dudes were just every song that they would put out would be huge back in the day, and now they just don't. They don't do
Yeah.
that. They just put out mediocre music. So, shouts to a better time.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris, what are you listening to?
I had that on my list too. I feel like this
Oh.
was, I thought kind of similar to Drake. I was like, this was an era where there were a lot of artists that this was the last time I really listened to them. And I think Chase was that for the Chase.
There you go.
Too. Drake and Rihanna put out Work in 2016,
No.
didn't they?
No.
Is
No.
that not right?
No, that's not right. That can't be right. That can't be right. Is it right? Is it right?
Feels like it's older than that.
I'm going to look it up right now. I thought I was right. January 28th, 2016.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
And it's a good
Damn.
song. So I'm putting it on.
I mean,
Put it on the list.
Yeah, no doubt about that. My favorite Super Bowl halftime show happened in 2016. Coldplay, Beyonce, Bruno Mars.
Oh yes.
It's my absolute favorite because I like Super Bowl halftime shows that aren't just focused on one person. I enjoy them, and they did this. And sometimes it's too many people. Sometimes it's they do these collaborations. They don't really make sense. But this one was like well planned and well thought out, and it was Coldplay doing the Coldplay thing. And then right when you're like, I think I've had enough Coldplay, here comes Beyonce debuting Formation for the first time ever. And then Bruno Mars does a remix of Uptown Funk, and then they all come together and perform. And I'm just like, what? There's like, if you watch that right now on YouTube, like you'll be like, yeah, this is the greatest. 2016 is where we peaked as a country. It's just, that's it. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm probably gonna put all three of those songs on the playlist. But yeah, that was my favorite halftime show in 2016.
Wow. Who won that Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Probably the Patriots.
2016?
Probably.
Who you got?
Probably the Patriots. All right. While one of you looks that up,
It wasn't the Steelers. if you're wondering.
if you're wondering, did they win a playoff game then?
The
Probably
ghost
not.
of Ben Roethlisberger could not get
Yeah.
them through that.
Here's a song from a band that's a throwback. They're going to give us their first album, not 2016, 2008 was the last time we had an album from this band, Chris. Now, there's been a single here or two along the way, but the Academy is
Jeez.
are back, is back. The Academy
Everybody's
are back.
man.
They are's back. And they released a song called 2005 because of course they did. It's a good song. It's not an amazing song. It's a very good song. And we're getting an album. I'm expecting more from them. If you look at a picture of these boys, these are not boys anymore. These are old men. And hope they still got it. But I'm excited that the Academy is back.
See, I thought that wasn't going to go well when Mayday Parade came back, and I made fun of them, and then it was very good. So we got to be open. We got to be open to this working for the Academy. Is
Yes.
um
Denver Broncos, by the way. Wow, that was Denver
Cam?
Broncos Peyton Manning over Cam Newton in the Panthers Super Bowl
Oh,
2016. Super Bowl 50.
I should have known that.
Bad Super Bowl. Damn,
But-
Panthers went 17-2.
2015 year of Cam. That was just
Oh,
Cam.
yeah.
That was everything Cam.
was
It's the reason why
ridiculous.
Cam should be in is I think Cam should get in the Hall of Fame eventually. But yeah, good.
Yeah.
my last one. This is super random. But I'm listening to like playlists of songs from 2016 over the past week. The song "Cheap Thrills" by Sia, Sean Paul.
Yeah.
I forgot how much I love Sean Paul. Bum, so good. So good. So there you go. There you have it.
You mentioned something that you mentioned the Academy is coming back. I want to do a topic one of these days that is just artists that should come back and artists that should.
Oh,
Ooh.
chitty bang immediately. Yeah, let's
Like
do this.
artists that should and artists that shouldn't. And maybe they already have and they shouldn't have, but I want to do something like that because everybody's coming back. There's so much money out there in nostalgia, so everyone is coming back.
Skunk
Like-
11.
Let's
And-
go, baby.
Yeah. So it's like everyone's coming back, and I feel like it's everybody's wives of all these groups are like, someone called here and said you could make X amount of money. You're sitting
Yeah.
on your ass doing nothing. Let's get out there and play the hits. And they're like, well, this music doesn't fit me anymore. It's like I don't care. We have a mortgage to pay, jackass.
Put on your girl jeans
Yeah,
and go sing.
Exactly.
Yep.
Put on your tight jeans and your mascara and let's get out there. Let's go. Yeah, so man. All right. Well, that's the Sounds of Brunch. Make sure you check it out. Updated every Friday with 2 weeks of songs on it. Please go to the Sounds of Brunch exclusively on Spotify. Boys, any final thoughts on the brunch breakdown today? All right. That's the
We're
brunch
still here.
breakdown.
I'm going to say, Chris is thinking really hard right now. I was going to let him go, but
I don't know that I'm going to land on anything important.
oh, okay. Well, if you're in town, next time you're in town, DD, and to any listeners, if you're in our neck of the woods in the great city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, hit up the Tiki Lounge where they may or may not still be giving away free mac and cheese at 10 o'clock, and maybe they've got a little McNutter's afternoon delight for you on draft.
The big sale.
Listen, and go drink outside of Bar Louie until they open a bar in the old space of Bar Louie. So
Yes.
just go drink outside of there until they open a bar.
Happy
And
McNutt.
that's the brunch breakdown. We're out.